I'm pregnant with our second child, and my husband has reconnected with a woman he confessed to having feelings for, and is now saying he never wanted to have another kid after literally trying with me for months.
Me, 31F, and my husband, 34M, have been married for 10 years together for 11. We have a 9-year-old. We have had a fair share of issues in our relationship, which is one of the reasons we put off having another kid for a while. Example, about 5 years ago, I got pregnant and we were thrilled. A few weeks into my pregnancy, I get really sick and sex is off the table. I found that he was on dating sites chatting up single women. We've had other women issues before. I flew into a rage and went to the PP clinic, then lied about having a miscarriage for a while. Eventually, I came clean, and he was hurt about it, and whatnot. Fast forward years later, we have worked a lot of kinks out, and we have been moving forward. Found out I was pregnant early, late last year, now 5 months along. 2 Sundays ago, he kept disappearing out of the house, very restless to go ride his bike or lounge under the trees in our backyard. I stood at the window and watched him on the phone talking to someone. I went out to tell him dinner was ready, and he appeared startled. I asked him if he was on the phone, and he said no. That made me pause, because I clearly just watched him on the phone for the past 15 minutes. That led to digging and a few more lies until he confessed to me that it was a friend from his past. Backstory: he and this girl had been friends for years, even before he and I met, and I was aware of and never bothered by their friendship. Until one day, I overheard a conversation of theirs where he was basically groveling, telling her how much he's always liked her, would have liked to be the one to spoil and marry her, and it's just sad that they never managed to be single at the same time, and how miserable he was in his marriage, etc., etc. I was devastated and embarrassed, and I was not comfortable with the friendship anymore. I confronted him and asked him to end his friendship. While apologetic, he refused. He believes he just had a vulnerable moment, didn't mean any of the things he said to her, with she herself saying that he was just saying that because he was in a bad place and was just confused. She is also married with kids. I decided not to fight that battle and left it alone. I did not ask or hear about her until now, with him lying about being on the phone with her almost all of Sunday. I was pissed about it and asked him to show me their messages. He refused. That pissed me off even more, which led to our argument where he now says to me that he didn't want to have another kid right now, especially because of what I did to him before. I said this would have been nice to know when you were an enthusiastic participant in the making of the baby. He knew that I was actively trying, and he was on board. I shared everything with him, including my ovulation cycle and everything, and he was more than happy to bust a nut in me every month for 5 months, until I got pregnant. So him saying that's not what he wanted is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I feel like shit again and again, like I'm only just an obstacle standing in the way of him and his true desire. Anything but me. I don't know what to do. Is it time to leave? TLDR, I'm pregnant with our second child, and my husband has reconnected with a woman he confessed to having feelings for, and is now saying he never wanted to have another kid after literally trying with me for months. Comment 1. Yes, it is time to leave. Comment 2. He's actively trying to leave you, and had she have said yes, he'd be gone. Of course you should leave. Your relationship is going to end regardless.